All right, so in today's video, we're taking a look at the new Warden's Law. So Bungie recently changed Warden's Law, literally this season. So it is no longer a 120 hand cannon. It is a new burst fire archetype. I don't know if they're going to make more of these in the future, but this is the first of its kind. Basically, it's just like a little, it's like Crimson or kind of the burst fire sidearms. It hits pretty hard. Now, some of you may be wondering, well, how in the world do you have this? Ninja, it's not out yet. Well, this is an old one. This is an old Warden's Law from back in Forsaken that I just had in my vault because I hoard stuff. And the other day, somebody in chat was like, if you have an old Warden's Law, you can actually see the new burst fire. And I was like, wait a minute, I have one of those. So yeah, anyways, so right off the bat, my initial thoughts on this hand cannon is it's pretty strong. Obviously, I'm just doing a regular strike in this playlist. It's only a 1600 weapon, so I can't really go test it in any like type of end game or dungeons or stuff like that. But it feels solid. It's a little funky. Like I said, it feels more like a sidearm or maybe a Crimson. The biggest issue that I have with this hand cannon is because it's now burst fire, it's not going to have a lot of range. So you'll notice in this video, you'll see me using it, like shooting it from a little bit further away. And you can just see that the range fall off is pretty severe because you're probably going to miss one of the bursts because just like a pulse rifle, the burst itself, you know, like the bullets, the further away you get, the further they're going to separate from each other. So landing like 2 crits from super far away is pretty much impossible. But yeah, so it doesn't have a lot of range, but that's okay. Like it has, I feel like it has like a good enough range that it's fine. Also, the role that I'm using in this video is an Outlaw Rampage. You can no longer get that role on the new one. So let's take a look at the new perks. So in the first column, we have Perpetual Motion, Moving Target, 4 times the charm, Snapshot Sights, Enlightened Action, and Discord. Enlightened Action is definitely a newer perk. I'm not sure if it's brand new to this season. Yeah, I think, no, it is. It's brand new to this season. So dealing damage improves reload speed and handling. So in my opinion, that'll probably be the best perk for this weapon in the first slot. I'm not a big fan of most of the other perks, at least for PvE. I'm mostly referring to PvE, by the way, in this video. Because obviously I'm mostly a PvE player these days. And then we can take a look at the second column. We have Vorpal Weapon, Zen Moment, Rampage, Kill Clip, Frenzy, and Shot Swap. So again, in my opinion, I would stick with Rampage for PvE or Frenzy. Kill Clip definitely is more of a PvP perk, and it might be really, really good in PvP, but not in PvE. Kill Clip's just never a very good perk in PvE. But yeah, so in my opinion, I would go with something like Enlightened Action and Rampage. That would be the god roll that I'd be hunting for. And I believe this weapon will be returning in 2 weeks. I believe it is the 3rd weapon in the Nightfall rotation. So it won't be coming out tomorrow at reset, but the following Tuesday, you should be able to farm for this. And the Nightfall that week, as long as it stays the order that the game says, it should be Scarlet Keep Nightfall. So pretty good Nightfall. It's not one of the battlegrounds this season. We do have 3 battlegrounds in the Nightfall rotation. So yeah, it'll be a good week to farm for this weapon. Again, if it sticks to the schedule according to the game. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I don't really know what else to talk about with this hand cannon. You know, you guys will have to let me know once you get your hands on it in a couple of weeks how you feel about it. And I will also, you know, farm for it and try some of the new perks and some of the new rolls on it and see how I like it. And see how it feels more so in endgame once I have one that's not stuck at 1600. But yeah, overall, it's interesting. It's always fun to have new archetypes. I'm really happy that Bungie has started pushing towards making like unique archetypes. Like, you know, first with Storm Chaser, we got the Burst Fire Storm Chaser. And then this season we got, you know, the exotic GL that's automatic, which is really, really unique. But obviously that's an exotic, so it's probably not going to be like any legendaries. But even Bungie said for the final shape, you know, they're making like a healing archetype of, or a perk. I'm not sure. I think they said archetype for like an auto rifle or something, or a pulse rifle. I can't remember. So yeah, so it's always fun to see new archetypes. So, because obviously the old archetypes get stale after years and years in play in this game. So yeah, it's definitely unique. It's definitely interesting. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys later. Peace.